Hi, this is Dr. Monroe, and I'm back with your weekly 90-second chiropractic health and wellness update. Recently there was a study published that talked about the relationship between omega-3 fatty acids and an increased risk of men developing prostate cancer. Well, the funny thing is anytime a study comes out that defies conventional wisdom, the press starts to run with it. They look at the headline, they don't look at the meat that's inside the study, and truthfully, they end up reporting erroneous information. And I can tell you that's exactly what they did here. There were many, many flaws with this study, and I'm going to mention a few of them right now just in case you were wondering. And some of the things they were talking, they didn't differentiate between, if someone was getting their omega-3 fatty acids from a food source like fish, if they were taking a good whole food supplement, or if they were getting a supplement that maybe you purchased from the back of a car. They didn't talk about any of the risk factors or even the health status of so many of the other individuals and how healthy they were prior to the test. There was no mention as to whether they were smokers or diabetics or if they were already obese. They didn't take a look at that whatsoever. Another thing they when they did their blood sample study, they actually looked at the plasma and not the red blood cells. And that study to try and look at omega-3 fatty acids, that's a red blood cell study and not a plasma study. So there is a huge error in that. But to me, I think the biggest error is something that they left out. And that is that they didn't look at the groups of people who tend to have a lot of fish in their diet. And if you look at the Japanese, they eat a lot of fish. They have a lot of omega-3 fatty acids in their diet. You don't see an increased risk of prostate cancer in the Japanese. And the same is true with the indigenous Alaskan tribes. A lot of fish, a lot of omega-3 fatty acids. You don't hear about them developing prostate cancer, or should I say an increased risk of developing prostate cancer. So here's what I'm going to leave you with. First of all, I'm going to put a link to an article that explains a little bit more about that study and the errors of that study right below this video. So please go check it out. If you were considering stopping taking your omega-3 fatty acids or stopping eating fish, please don't. There are thousands of studies that justify the benefits of omega-3 fatty acids. So please continue to take your fish oil supplements, continue to eat fish. That's the best way you can get your omega-3 fatty acids. This is some great information I wanted to give you, and this is timely, and that's the purpose of these videos, to give you some good information that you can apply right away. I look forward to spending some time with you next week to give you another bit of health information that can benefit you and your family or any of your friends. Thank you for spending some time with me.